Welcome to Kentucky Football Nation. I wanted to do a video about Cassidy Rowe tonight because I wanted to weigh in on the situation. I know it's very sensitive to a lot of people. I can understand both sides, but I hear a lot of people sounding off about, there's no guaranteed scholarships. There's no guaranteed scholarship. Well, of course, there's no guaranteed scholarships for anybody. You could always find somebody better. However, if you're looking at sports, yes, it's a competition, but it's also entertainment. I mean, people want to see certain people. Like you're from Kentucky and you pay all that money to go to Rupp Arena, travel there and all that. You'd like to see some Kentucky people on the team, which is why we've always had to have some Kentucky players on the men's team. Now, I don't know the women's team, Cassidy Rowe. I didn't know her story. Committed when she was 14 to University of Kentucky, went through 2 ACL tears. Kenny Brooks comes in. I don't know how good of a coach he is. He was good at Virginia Tech. Okay, fine. Talks about how much he loves her and she cries blue tears and blah blah blah, and then turns around and wants to cut her. You take her scholarship away. So, what really hit me was when I listened to her dad's interview on the radio because I didn't know the whole story. So you can really look at this a couple of different ways. Anytime you're part of a team, whether it be a sports team, a military team, a firefighting team. I was part of those teams. I never played college sports, but I played in sports. Military team, you got to have loyalty. You got to have people that have your back. Same thing in the firefighting world. You got to have people that you can trust and that have your back. Why did John Calipari recruit Travis Perry? Well, first of all, he was Kentucky Mr. Basketball, and he knew people wanted to see Travis Perry. Travis Perry wasn't good enough to play for Calipari, but he did recruit him because he wasn't stupid. He was smart because people want to see Travis Perry. When you pay that much money and you travel all the way to Lexington and go through all that, and you go in that arena, and especially if you sit up top where you can't even see, you want to be entertained. Yes, of course you want to win. That's the bottom line. But you still want to be entertained, which is why he took Travis Perry. Mark Pope comes in. Why didn't he let him go? Why did he take Trent Noah? He wasn't good enough to play at Kentucky. Hell, he was going to South Carolina. Why did he take him? Why did he take Colin Chandler? Colin Chandler went on a BYU mission. 2 years away from basketball. Why did he take Colin Chandler? None of those 3 guys are good enough to play at Kentucky. We all know that. Loyalty. That's why he took them, because he was loyal to them, because they stuck with him, so he's going to stick up for them. That's why they won't be cut. You think he's going to cut Travis Perry? No. Trent Noah? No, he's not going to. Colin Chandler, a Mormon who went on a Mormon mission for a Mormon coach? You think he's going to cut him? No. Loyalty. Smart guy. He's not going to cut him. I'm going to sit here and name 18 players just since Tubby Smith. 18 Kentucky men's basketball players from the state of Kentucky. You tell me if any of these guys was good enough to be on the team. All right, we'll just start out with Tubby Smith. He had a lot of players. Josh Carrier, good enough to be on the team? I think he was from Bowling Green. No, he wasn't good enough to be on the team. Patrick Sparks played at Western. Could have found somebody better. Wasn't good enough to play. J.P. Blevins, stop it. Not good enough to play. Tubby Smith still recruited him. Antoine Barber, no. Could hit some threes. Okay, not good enough to play at Kentucky. Why did he take him? Jared Carter, come on, dude. Big 7-foot guy, slow. Shouldn't even. I don't even know if he could have played for any Division I team. But Tubby Smith took him because he was a Kentucky boy, and that's what people want to see. Brandon Stockton. Stop it, Brandon Stockton. Ravi Moss. Okay, good defender. Can shoot. Didn't deserve to be on the team. Glad he was. Marquise Estel. Decent player. Okay, there's one. I just named 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players Tubby Smith had from the state of Kentucky. And there might have been 1, maybe 2 out of the 8 that should have even been on that team. But he was smart enough to take them. And you know what happened when he didn't take a Kentucky boy, Chris Lofton, and he took Ramel Bradley from New York, and he didn't take Chris Lofton when he was told, hey, man, this dude's good. No, dude from New York is better. Guess what? cost him his job, or definitely helped cost him his job. And what did Joby Hall say? God rest his soul. If it's between a Kentucky boy and another person that's of the same talent, you better take the Kentucky boy. So Tubby Smith, that put one of the nails in his coffin to get him out of here. Now, Ramel Bradley was good, but he wasn't no Chris Lofton. So he messed up, didn't he? All right. Let's go farther. Darius Miller. Okay, that was Billy Clyde. Okay. John Calipari, he could have cut him. He wasn't good enough to play. He could have found somebody better. Let's go to Derek Willis. Stop it. He couldn't guard me. Hell, he could hit a three. Dominic Hawkins. No, not good enough to play at Kentucky. Those are Calipari guys. Not good enough. But he kept them, didn't he? And at the end, now, by the time they got to the senior year, Hawkins and Willis were playing pretty good. But they weren't good enough to be on that team. None of those teams. Let's go back to Rick Pitino. Travis Ford. Hey, he could hit a three, but he was slow as shit. Now, he could hit free throws, and when you had Mashburn on that team, he could float out there and hit a three. So I'm Travis Ford, okay. Anthony Epps. He was a decent point guard. I might give you him, but it's borderline. Cameron Mills. We wouldn't even won the 98 championship without Cameron Mills. Cameron Mills was awful his first 3 years. Well, first 3.5 years. Sorry, Cameron, man. I like you on the radio. But awful, slow, did not belong there. John Hood from Massillville. Stop it. Didn't belong there. How about Feldhouse, Pelfrey, and Richie Farmer for Rick Pitino? He said they couldn't even have started or even been on the bench for the 96 team. But you know what? Their jerseys are hanging in the Raptors at Rupp Arena. They're Kentucky boys. Why didn't he cut them when he got there? Yeah, they were the only ones there, blah, blah, blah. He could have went and got somebody else, but he didn't. Okay? So, yeah, Feldhouse, Pelfrey, Farmer. Yeah, those guys. So that's about 18 players I just named. And out of the 18, there might be 12 of those guys. Oh, well, maybe not even 6, maybe 5. Most of those guys shouldn't have been on the team, but they were on the team because that's what people want to see. People put their money down. Yes, they want to win a national championship. I get the competition part, but teamwork. There's got to be loyalty. Loyalty. That's why you will not see Mark Pope get rid of Colin Chandler. He will not get rid of Travis Perry, and he will not get rid of Trent Noah. They may leave on their own, but he ain't getting rid of them. So I don't know you, Coach Brooks. I don't really know Cassidy Rowe. I looked at her bio. I looked at how much she, loved Kentucky and the fans loved her. And she's a senior, for crying out loud, like her dad said. You can't make 13 scholarships. You can't give her one. Come on. Look, so I'm going to end this by saying this. I don't know you, Coach Brooks. I'm not questioning your coaching ability. What I'm questioning is your character and your judgment, because I don't like it. I don't like it at all. You don't do that to people, especially people that are loyal to you. Yes, you want to win, but it's not win it at all cost. You remember that. And I hope you win. God bless you. But what you did, in my opinion, was wrong. Hey, every man has his own opinion. But look, everything in life comes down to loyalty. Who do you trust? Thanks for watching.